congratulations, Kenneth, on winning the Super Bowl MVP. Talk about your offensive line giving you those Haven holes tonight. What impressed you most about the offensive line?
Yeah, they was very detailed. We worked at it all week, last week, this week. And we worked on a run game, and we knew that was going to make an impact on this game. I give all the credit to those guys. Nah, if I would tell myself as a kid right now, like, I wouldn't have guessed that I would be the one winning MVP. So it's a surreal moment, and it doesn't happen without the guys in the locker room. Mhm. Yeah, definitely. When the doctor told me I couldn't play no more, I just thought, football was over. That's what I was doing all my life. So, it was a shocking moment, but my dad worked with me throughout that whole process, and he was in the hospital with me as well, and my mom. So, just going through that, it just made me grateful for each and every day to be able to go out there and strap up and play this game and just still be alive for real. Yeah, you never want to see your brother get hurt, but I know I was gonna have to pick up the slack, and I just wanted to make a positive impact on my team in whatever way possible. Mhm. Yeah, he was very important. He always wanted to get better. He put the ball in playmakers' hands. He made a great impact on our offense, and he brought us all the way here, and we won a Super Bowl. Yeah, he means a lot. When he first got here, he put up NFC Championship, and that showed the team that he wanted to win. And we didn't get it that year, but this year we knew what we had as a team, and we stuck together. And he brought in guys that wanted to win and had the same mentality as him. A great impact. Fans, 12's always got impact on the games. They travel. They support us when we at home, so it's a blessing to have them. And shout out to the 12s. How you know about that? That's crazy. Yeah. People back from Memphis. That's the only people that really know the nickname Thunder Shoes. So I got that nickname from I think my mom bought me some light up cleats as a kid, and I would go to practice, and every time I ran, the cleats would light up. So my coach, I believe it was Coach Jesse, he ended up naming me Thunder Shoes, and then it just stuck. So yeah. Mhm. Yeah, it feels great. I didn't really know about the international fan base that we had, but I'll say for the whole team, I know we appreciate the support for sure. Yeah, defense has been a problem all season. We knew what they're capable of, and they knew what they was capable of. So, they held us in the game. When we was struggling to get a touchdown, the defense, picked up the slack and special teams as well. So, yeah.
Kind of talk about being underestimated. Nobody expected you guys to make it to the Super Bowl.
We just ignored the noise, really. As a team, we know the only thing that matters is what's talked about in the organization. So all the outside noise we really ignore. We stuck together throughout the season, and we won a Super Bowl for that. It helps a lot. I feel like as a running back, you got to have that rhythm. You got to get touches, and like I said, the O line made my job a lot easier. So that helped a lot. I think later on in the first quarter or early in the second quarter is when I start to feel it. We start to, break big runs. At first, Mike always talk about it's a softening process, and then the bigger runs start to come, and that's when I really start to feel it. Uh, yeah, the O line had the hole wide open. I just really had to beat the safety and whoever was on my left. Scored, look back, it's a flag, and that's probably the worst feeling ever. But we won the game, so I'm not gonna complain. I got my mom, my dad, and my little brother. It means a lot, especially my little brother and my dad. My dad, he comes out to Seattle all the time and watch games, but he never goes to the game because he don't like crowds. So this is his first NFL game, and we won a Super Bowl, so it means a lot to me, and I know he's proud of me for real. I wasn't the one that convinced him actually. My agent convinced him to come out here. So I didn't think he would come. They ended up miking him up and everything, so he got out of his comfort zone. It means a lot, it means a lot to me, and I know it means a lot to my teammates, because we went through a lot of adversity throughout the season, and to be able to make it this far is a blessing. Honestly, I feel like I'm just a team player. I'm not really focused on my personal gains. I just want to make the best impact on my team in the best way possible. Nah, it always feel like a home game when the 12 show up. A lot, bro, because I know how hard he work. I see him every day in and day out. He working hard, doing recovery, eating right, sleeping. So, he just goes about everything the right way. And, for somebody like that to get hurt, it sucks. But I wrote his number on my wrist. I was gonna show it when I scored, but I didn't get the touchdown. So, but yeah, and he supported me through everything. Yeah, it means a lot to me, and I feel like, well, I hope it shows like the people that doubts running backs that running backs are important all around the league, not just here. Running backs make a great impact. Back in the day, people used to love running backs, so I just hope we get that same energy back. You know, sometime soon. um, Kickers are very important. You saw J. Ma tonight. Yeah, he kept us in the game. He kept us in the league. For probably like I don't know 2, 3 quarters we didn't score a touchdown. So shout out to J. Ma and shout out to Mike Dixon. Thank you.